Well, me and Robin can meet in person, and we can use my new lab to see what I can do. Feel free to come over whenever possible. I will have questions and theories ready before you even arrive. Good luck. Hope I can help, Robin. Hopefully you can help, but I've decided to... I know he's a scientist sort of guy, and I've become worried with this illness, disease, whatever it is. I need to talk to someone. So I'm gonna go talk to them, and hopefully they'll be able to give some answers and help me out with this. It's a scary thought that I might not be able to, but hey. This is... Let's just go in. I might be scared, but I gotta go for it. Nothing else I can really do, right? As he said, breathe in, breathe out. It's gonna be okay. It's all gonna be okay. It's all okay. I've just gotta believe that. Like, there's nothing else I can really do except, like, believe that it's gonna be okay. No matter how worried I am about it.
Oh, Ravana. Hello.
Hello. It's good to see you.
Yes. I received your message. What's wrong?
It's complicated. A lot's been happening recently. It's getting worse day by day.
Well, what is it?
Well, I've been having terrible nightmares. I've blacked out on multiple occasions. I've been having, like, visions. I've been, like, cooked food isn't tasting as good anymore, and, like, it's weird. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I've been doing some studies of piglins recently, and I have noticed a few odd occurrences.
What would that be?
Well, I've been researching your brethren and the zombified variety, wondering what the connection is, why it happens. And it seems that all of these zombified are much older than the non-zombified. I believe this may have to do with the crusade I was told of.
Interesting. Been a
Because
while.
I was briefly told that the reason the Nether lost, or the Red Ruin as I've been proclaiming it, the reason they lost the crusade was due to their armies zombifying in the overworld, their armies of piglins.
That would be the case, yes.
Well, if you're a piglin in the overworld, that leads me to one strong conclusion.
Yeah? I don't
However,
like
there
this.
are a few tests we need to do before we can confirm or deny that you are truly zombifying.
Whatever it takes.
Now, I would like to ask, you are not allowed here without permission.
Of course. I understand.
Follow me. Do not go where I do not go. Do not wander around. Follow me precisely.
Understood. Ooh.
Welcome to my lab. Please empty your equipment into my cabinet. Shield as well.
There we go.
And take a rest.
What a great rest.
Well, now, as that is, get inside the testing chamber. There are a few things that I would like to note. First, testing each of the different artifacts I've found at the Red Ruin structures. Starting with a simple one. What do you feel when you hold this?
I feel a connection. It feels like I can connect to the Nether in a way with this.
Interesting. Let me grab some other artifacts, as well as my notes.
Okay. Wow. I've recognized some of these, but they're even I haven't even seen. It's so shiny, so brilliant. It's mesmerizing. I just want it. I just want it so badly. Something is drawing me towards it. I want it. I want that. I want that.
Excuse me, Ravana?
That item on your shelf, it glows with a nether perfection that I've never seen before.
That is a artifact from one of the Red Ruin structures. That is something I was going to have you hold to see how it feels to you, what it does.
Just looking at it is mesmerizing.
Well, the first test is using one of the flint and steel artifacts. Supposedly, as a piglin of a zombified variety, you should be resistant to lava, as I've seen many, many times. Fire should be the same.
Not doing anything for me. Yeah.
This confirms that you are zombifying. But this tells us nothing about how to prevent it, or stop it, or reverse it. Here's another artifact. try equipping this. What do you feel?
It feels... I don't know, gold always has some sort of special feeling to me. Like, it's hard to explain it. It's the best part of home. The only part that really brings me back to there is gold. To the point that I don't know. It's strange. It's good, but it's strange in a way.
Give you back the equipment? Now, tell me, if my research is correct, you should feel the same with this. Just a much smaller amount.
Can you hand me a bit more? As I think I can feel something, but it doesn't. It's very.
Let me go get
small.
some.
It's very small feeling. Like I don't know what. Look away. Look away. We are doing tests right now. Do not focus on the thing. Do not focus on it. Oh yes, it still feels less than the gold, but I do feel something with it. Something
I'll note this.
Definitely has that feeling of the nether, of home, that I don't know how to explain it. It's such a strange feeling these are giving me. I don't know.
Interesting.
I do know that that being in this area with all these artifacts from the nether, I haven't had any of my usual symptoms flare up yet.
Well, in my research, I found that gold is more important to the piglins than simply their culture. I'm not sure what you know, but there may be some biological significance.
How strange and interesting.
This is another thing I've seen and would like to test. As suspected. Put that on. I believe holding this should help you calm down. Now if you would pass them both back. Ravana, pass them both back. Ravana, thank you.
I need to calm down.
All right.
I need to calm down.
I believe gold may have more significance to your culture than simply the culture. I believe it may be a way to either help dilute or diminish or even in large amounts reverse the zombification. If Netherrack has the same property, it may be best if you were to go home and just stay in there for some time.
That I do not like staying there.
Well, you either need to stay there, or we need to figure out how to create an area for you that is strong enough in that power to reverse this zombification effect that you go to every once in a while.
How would that work?
Well, I believe gold and heat is the cause. So if we gather enough gold and enough heat, and perhaps even have the special artifact in the room, it may be strong enough to reverse the effects.
Maybe. Hopefully.
Allow me to test something.
I'd rather that any day instead of going back to the Nether. Hopefully he'll find a way. That apple, it did something to me. But also, strangely enough, that also lures to me.
And while you're in there, eat this. This should be strong enough to either completely nullify or even reverse the effects.
Because I can't eat non-meat.
I forgot about that.
Pretend.
Well, how was that?
It was an interest. I really just ate the gold off of it. I don't know exactly.
Well, I noticed that when you ate the apple, you didn't really eat it. You rather took something from it. Just using its gold property rather than actually eating it. May I have the golden apple back, since it may not actually be used. I need to examine this.
Yeah, meta, I can't eat non-meat, so that was kind of funny.
It seems that the apple itself didn't lose any of its properties, even though you attempted to eat it.
How interesting. How interesting.
Which leads me to believe that you may have the same effect with this, but stronger. Surrounded by gold, this should hopefully be strong enough if you just hold on to it and try to feel it. Maybe there's some ritual you have to do to help reverse it. Allow me to get your golden armor. Maybe this should help.
Ooh. I don't know.
In fact, here. Hold both the apples in both of your hands. Does this feel strong enough?
It almost feels like overwhelming. Like it's almost like over. Like it feels almost like too good. Like overwhelmingly.
Well, I do have one test if you would mind indulging me.
Sure.
I believe if you have all of this on you once again, and then I place down that sulfur, you still feel weak. It shouldn't cause near as much fear. In fact, it may balance it out.
Oh, okay. I'll give it a shot. Gotta love Fox Reach.
Get them in your hands, please. Are you ready?
Okay. Don't...
Your skin itself is taking its more pinkish color. It seems that the sulfire is both the way to regenerate you as well as destroy you.
I don't know how to feel about this, honestly. It's back to that initial strange feeling.
I believe we are missing one step in this to reverse it. But I'm not sure what it is. Handing back the equipment and the apples. Thank you.
Strange. Very, very strange. I don't know how to feel about any of this. And then, once again, that draws to me most. This
I believe you may have picked up some gold.
Oh. No. There's none in my inventory.
All right.
Like, um, um, But even though those draw to me most, that still draws to me some. I don't know why that draws to me as well.
That concludes the research I needed for this.
Alright.
Is there anything you would like to add or tell me about what you experience here?
There's... I'm mainly drawn to these, but there's one other thing on this wall that vaguely draws to me for some reason. I don't know why.
Yes?
This.
The membrane.
I don't understand it, but it's a much more vague, but it's there.
Get back in the chamber for me.
I don't know why that's happening. I thought I should mention it. I was gonna just leave, but when he asked if there was anything more, I just thought I might as well just tell him. I might as well, but I don't know why that draws to me at all, but there's a slight urge towards it. I don't
Maybe once again, large quantities will help us understand.
The vision is back. Let me...
Give me the membrane.
The vision.
What is the vision?
I don't. It's some creature, some dark creature. That's. I don't. It's. I don't.
Calm down.
Understand it. It feels like. It feels almost like someone like some part of someone I knew sometime, but I don't. It's strange. It's weird. It's like a shadow of something. I don't understand it. It's weird. It's been happening every once in a while, and I just don't understand it at all.
Well, lucky for you, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you understand.
It's dark, shadowy.
May I have the apple back? Thank you. You're free to exit the chamber. How are you?
I don't know. I honestly don't.
Well, do you feel the symptoms still? Or do they feel any less than?
While I'm in this room and while all that was happening, I did feel it lessen, but like as I walk out of the lab, it begins like it feels like it's going back to normal again.
If I close the door and seal it.
Yeah, I feel it completely again. I can't. And yes, in this lab I do feel it, some internal feeling being quieter.
Interesting. I'm not a biologist by any means. I don't study anything to do with creatures or how they behave or anything like that. I'm more of an engineer. However, I would like to have you stay around as much gold as you possibly can for some time.
Alright.
That is the first experiment I'd like to see. The stronger the gold and the more of it, the better.
Okay. I will do.
You may take your items.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I do believe there is only one thing left to discuss.
What would that be?
We need to talk about what happens if the symptoms get worse.
Yes, that would be something to discuss.
Let's meet up in my main home.
All right.